Hi, welcome to Tangeless Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and also to like and share the video. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for the new subscribers. So today I'm not going to do a victimized reading. I'm doing something different today. And so the title says what to watch out for in September. So this won't apply to everybody. So these are going to be specific things that you have to look out for. So if this doesn't relate to you, and then it probably won't resonate with you. So since September is the ninth month, okay. So during this ninth month, there are certain things that you will have to look out for. And also this can be the ninth month, a 9-day, if your birthday, if your age, I'm saying, it's a 9, so like 36, 63, 54, 45, 18, 27, 81, 72, 9, whatever. In those ages, that equals a 9. Okay, there may be something that relates to you. So since we're dealing with the ninth month, I'm going to work with the number 9. So there are 3 dates in this month that equals 9. So I'm going to go over those 3 dates. Okay, and I'm going to do them separately. And I'm going to explain to you what that date means, and I'm going to pull a couple of cards to try to give a little bit more information for that. So for instance, the first 9-day would be September the 10th. Okay, that's a Tuesday. So on that day, it could be a lot of aggressive energy on that day. So one of two things could be possibly happening on that day. So, and it's going to relate to if you are a father, or it could be your father. So for one, it could be something that's going to be very traumatizing, that could affect this person's health or their lifespan. Okay. So for instance, it could be something that's unknown, an unknown person or unknown thing, something that's foreign coming into you. So on that day, I'm just going to give an example. This is not specific, but like, for instance, if this male has something going on with their breathing that day, and it's probably just allergies or whatever, okay, and they don't worry about it. And then so it gets progressively worse from that day forward. So if anything happens, anything that's not usual for you, or for this person, if you're not a father, be your father, okay? If it's something that's unusual for you, get it checked, okay? Because that's going to be like the first time. Because it could be something that's going to be traumatizing to the body, traumatizing to you, traumatizing to this person emotionally, okay? But if you get it checked early, the early intervention with that, it could be treated. It could be, your life could be spared, or won't be so debilitating to it affects your life, okay? And if it's not a thing, a foreign thing, virus or anything like that, it could be something as simple as you're out one day, and your father's out one day, and somebody's feeling some type of way, and they might want to attack this person, and it could be traumatizing to their life, okay? But then you can have someone, if you see somebody needs to come in and intervene with that situation. So the second one, it could be if you have a business. It's the same scenario, something that is not the normal happening on that day, but something that's going to be aggressive, okay? But it's also something that's going to be unfamiliar. So for instance, if you have a business, if your father has a business, you can have a business, somebody has a business, okay? Check everything that day. Even if it's something that you don't normally worry about, check it anyway. If it's something that doesn't seem right, look into it. Because if you don't look into it, it can progress into something else. But if you can catch it early, or if you can find it early, it can be addressed, okay? And if it's something like an attack, it could be something, or with your business, it could cause you to have to go to court, and you have to deal with these creditors and the banks or whatever. customer, or whatever the situation be, or you can, if you look into it, you can be successful in changing that situation around. So that is September the 10th, Tuesday, September the 10th. So just like I said, if you don't have a father, your father's not living, or whatever the situation be, you're not a father, it won't apply to you. If you don't have a business, they may not apply to you. Okay, but for those of you who this may apply to, just be aware on that Tuesday, September 10th. So I'm going to pull some cards, and I'm pulling these cards. I'm not pulling the normal cards. I'm pulling these cards. This is from Spiritual Family, allinthecards.com. This is called Catch the Messages. I don't know if she has these still available on her website, allinthecards.com, but you can check if you're interested. Also, don't forget to check her out on here, YouTube, allinthecards.com. All in the cards. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card. This, I'm going to just pull two because I'm going to pull one for the father situation. And this one says cleanse, smudge, spiritual bath, clear your energy in your space. So this means to clean things up. Okay. So with that being said, cleaning it up means is to get it together. Okay, get it together. So like I said, if there's something that's going on, you need to make sure everything is good. Make sure everything is cleared away. Make sure everything is straight. Okay. Now pull these. Make sure your body is cleansed for any illness. Make sure you're in a it says clear your energy in your space. So make sure you're not in a space, or if you see things negative going around, see, clear your energy in your space. If you see something negative happening or something don't look right, get out of there. Okay. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups here. So this could be somebody emotional. Like I said, you could, it's going to be very traumatizing for you if it's an illness, or either way, something traumatizing, because we have the overflowing of emotions here. And then we have the Strength card. So this is something that you're going to have strength to work through. Then we have the Three of Swords. This is the stress and anxiety and worry that's going to be associated with this. And that is why I say it's going to be traumatizing for you mentally or emotionally. If you don't get it checked, it's going to be traumatizing anyway to see something or to experience it. But if you try to get to it early, it won't be as severe if you just let it ride or you don't even check it. Okay. And then we have the Lovers. This is the connection here that is purposeful. And that means that it's a harmonious relationship. So that means you can work with somebody else to somebody coming in to intervene. Okay. So you can change that situation for the better, to work with those emotions there. Pull two more. Then I'm gonna go to the business. I'm not sure. Clarify. So with the overflowing emotions, I have the Eight of Swords. This is you're not seeing how you are affecting the situation. So if something happens, and you have to keep your emotions in control, intact, because you're going to be the one, your mindset is going to be what affects the outcome of the situation. Because if you let something slide, or if you don't take heed to the signs that you see when it on that day, like I said, it could be something very minor that you don't think, oh, it's just whatever. Oh, like say for instance, somebody has a little tickle in their throat, or there's something wrong with the sinus. Oh, I don't worry about it. You know, it could be just allergies or something. Go get it checked. No matter how little it seems, go get it checked. Because see, you not looking at the situation, it's going to be, you are going to be the one to be able to change the direction of the situation. It's all on you. Because here I have the Four of Swords here with the Strength. So if you don't worry about it, you just say, okay, you know, I'm just going to not even worry about it. I'm going to just tip it to the side. I'm not going to even think about it. then you're going to have that strength to hear. You need to focus on this. Set your emotions to the side here, because we already have the overflowing of emotions to gain strength in the situation. So like I said, if you take heed to the message, and to the signs, and understand, hey, any little thing on this day, on this particular day, okay, I need to be aware of every detail of the day. So if something is not normal, something that you don't usually like, oh, it's not nothing, look at it anyway. Okay, look at it anyway, because you have the ability to shift some things around to put that thing to an end right here that you're going to be stressed about. Okay, you have the ability here. This is the insecurity holding on to things. Okay, so with these two together, you're trying, it's like you don't feel as if you have the ability to do it on your own. You don't have to go seek help, and whatever it is, get somebody to come in and look at your numbers, get somebody to go in and check your what's going on with this, why your nose is acting, whatever the situation is. Get somebody that you trust to work with you, so you won't have to handle this on your own. Okay, so that's for the first part. So now, I said that was going to be for the father, but that's going to be for the business and the father. That's what I just pulled. Okay. So on that September 10th, like I said, any little thing that's going on today is going to affect your health, or it's going to affect your wealth. So you need to be cognizant of anything that's going on. Check every detail of your paperwork, or your whatever's going on. Just go in and get a checkup. Whatever it is, there's something going on that day, get it checked. All right. So the next day would be Thursday, September 19th. Now, on that day, it could be a situation to where if you have a grandfather, okay, on your father's side, the grandfather on your father's side, okay. Now, some things need to be addressed, that because it could be, okay, so it could be one or two things on that day as well. It could be your grandfather is passing away, or it could be a situation to where from your father's father, there's some type of genetic thing that is passed down. Okay, so this is on a Thursday. Okay, and that Thursday is a Jupiter day, so it could be 3 times. So it could be from the grandfather, the father to you, whether you're a male or a female. It could come from your father's father. Okay, it can be passed down to you. So with that being said, if anybody has a doctor's appointment, or anybody has a grandfather that is not doing well, something is affecting the health of somebody on that day. But like I said, you have the ability to overturn the situation. So if your grandfather is suffering with something and your father is also suffering with something, you need to go get yourself checked, because it could affect your health. But also, if there's a grandfather that has health issues, that could be somebody transitioning on that day, that September the 19th. Okay. But it's an ending to something, or something being overturned. So if it's the ending of the life, or it's you changing whatever health issue it is, because you went to get it checked ahead of time. So all this is about you being able to handle things before it gets too bad. Okay, so that you are aware of the situation. Okay, so we pull some cards for that. Okay, so like I said, on that day, be aware. So it could not, it doesn't necessarily have to happen on that day, but that day brings it up. Okay. But so that don't mean, okay, I got to have my appointment on this day. It's just saying that If it's a death, it could happen on that day. But if it's something, a health issue, that just remind to you, if there's something that if you find out something, please go get it checked. Look into it. So the first card that came out was the happiness, joy, satisfaction, and excitement. But it came out with the watch your words, the tongue is powerful, and speak positivity, don't speak negativity. So if it's relating to the health issues, that means you have the power to speak life into yourself, okay? So that you can have the happiness, joy, and excitement, okay? So that means it doesn't have to be detrimental to you if you get the early preventative care. And even if somebody's grandfather is sick, or their father, it doesn't necessarily have to be the father, the grandfather, it could be your father. If they're sick, you need to speak more positive, because words have power. You know, they say they don't. Your words have power, and you have and those words could just be speaking up for your person, whoever it is. So, first card, we have the King of Swords. Now, what we just saw here about watch your words, and your words have is powerful, your tongue is powerful. But the King of Swords, this is somebody with mental clarity. They have their self together as far as how they speak. So you can speak up for someone, okay? And then we have that with the Queen of Wands. So this is someone who knows how to handle themselves. So here you have somebody coming in to intervene for you, you intervening for somebody, you speaking up for yourself, so that you can clearly communicate the things that needs to happen, and so that the communication can be understood. And is also being speaking on someone else's behalf for their best interest, and knowing how to handle the things that you need to handle to make it happen. Okay, so we have those two. And here we have the Empress. So with the Empress, this is the creation. So whatever it is that's coming about, that's being created, that's in the process, okay, you can speak up against that. Now, also, this is the nurturing energy as well. So although something is being created, if you tend to it, it doesn't have to be as bad as it could be if you don't get it checked out. So then we have the Knight of Wands. This is the aggressiveness of that energy. So that Knight of Wands is somebody who is ready to take action on something. So you have to be ready to take action on whatever it is that is going on health-wise. Okay, whether that's if your grandfather's in a nursing home, they're not receiving the proper care. If they're in the hospital, they're not doing what they need to do. If there's some type of generational illness or something like that, that's not necessarily that it has to be a generational genetic. It could be this person had it. It could just be habits, because generational things could just be the habits that are formed, and that creates the illness. Okay, so being ready to take action on something. So here we have the Four of Cups with the King of Swords here. So this Four of Cups is somebody who's not interested. So you're not paying attention, you're not being aware. So that means with this King of Swords, you're not being aggressive enough, or you're not paying enough attention, and you're not saying the things that needs to be said and acting in favor. You're not thinking of the things that you need to do in order to make changes, or you're not speaking up in order to make changes. You're just letting things be what they are, and you're not paying attention. You're not seeing what's in front of you. Okay. And then here with the Six of Swords with the Queen of Wands. So the Six of Swords is like you're trying to move out of a hard time. So there's something turbulent going on that you're trying to move past. But if you don't pay attention, you just let things be and not speak up for yourself, for your father, for your grandfather, whoever it is, things can take a change. So here is you're trying to move away from that. That's why you need to be able to take the action that is necessary. So even if you got to go here, you got to do this, I got to do all these things so I can speak up for myself, for my grandfather, for my father, whoever it may be, so that we can move past whatever this is that's going on. So here we have the King of Wands here with the creation. So, and like I said, the creation and the nurturing. So the creation is to create the thing that is brewing underneath the surface, or the things that is going on and that's being brought forth to you. Okay. This is knowing what to do with that. So if you need to do your research, okay, you need to speak up, speak out, whatever the situation is, and not just let things be, or sometimes they don't change them, or sometimes they don't come here like they're supposed to give them the medicine, whatever it is. Okay, whatever the creation is, this is you knowing the steps that you need to take in order to make sure that nurturing is taking place, that you take care of yourself. Okay, because right here in the beginning, we already said that you speaking, your words are powerful. So that means that you being able to speak on your behalf, on somebody else's behalf, and not let people just, take their time and don't do what they're supposed to be doing when they need to do it, because it could affect the health. Okay. So if the doctor come tell you, well, it's not nothing, oh, don't worry about it. Don't stop there, because I had the same issue. I went to the doctor several times. Something is going on, something is going on, something is going on. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. Until then it progressed to something worse. Okay. So make sure you speak up for yourself, because they don't know your body better than you. Okay. So just because they went to school, they don't know your body. Your body was not in the classroom. So they don't know your body better than you. You know when something is wrong. You know when something is off. Speak up for yourself. Okay, so at the end, you can have this instead of that stress and worry. Okay, so now here with the Knight of Wands, somebody ready to take action, here is the intuition. Okay, you may know, even if they say there's nothing going on, or you may internally feel something, or you may, I believe I might need to check and see what's going on with the grandfather or my father or myself, because I just sense something is wrong. So you could be ready to take the action. So this is just saying, whatever it is, it may not be here now. You may not see it. It's in the creation. Okay. But stay on top of things. If you know there's some things that's generational, get it checked out now before it becomes a problem. Because like I said, this is the time right now where it's brewing, is being created. Get it checked out. So you can have that happiness at the end. Because if you just sit there and ignore it and don't worry about it, it's going to progress and progress and progress. And don't let them tell you it's nothing. If they say it's nothing, go somewhere else. Okay, so the last date is September 28th of this month, and that's a Saturday. Now, this would be an issue as to where it's a mother and child issue. So if you have a mother that has been abusive, that is, or somebody maybe doing things, not necessarily to you, but the mother and daughter, or the mother relationship, the mother and son, the mother and daughter relationship is strained, whether it's because of money, or because of how this person acts towards you, or the way they live their life, the decisions that they make in their life, whatever the reason why the mother relationship is strained, okay, this can be dealt with on this day. Okay, so this day is a Saturn day. Okay, so this is going to be revolving around issues that needs to be addressed, because they're not good issues. So a strained relationship, a bad lifestyle, abusive relationship, even if it was in the past, okay, that continued. This is the time to correct that. So it could be, even if it's a behavior, my grandmother did it, my mother did it, now I'm going to do it, and your child do it, but it's not a good behavior. You need to address it. So those are some, on that day, that is a day that you can work with that, within that energy, to try to correct some of those things and bring it to attention. You might want to meet with your grandmother, your mother, or your daughter, or whoever. If it's you, the parent, work with your child or your parent, or vice versa. So let me pull some cards on that. So that September 28th is a good day to work with the energy of, or it could be coming up to like ahead on that day, or something come up that day, or you can work within that energy to correct that issue on that day. Okay, so 3 cards came out. Abusive, trauma bond, no love, mental, physical. Like I said, it could be some physical things, mental abuse that this person has caused you, or you causing your own child. Okay, it could be that. But then I have the vacation break time, go away somewhere and rest. So that means you need to take some time to yourself. Okay. And the reason why you need to take this time to yourself is so that you can gather your thoughts, because you need to deal with this issue. You need a break from this. So that's why the issue needs to be addressed, so that you can step away from that. And then the last part is the abundance, prosperity, luck on your side, and be grateful. Okay. So with this, luck on your side, be grateful, and abundance. That abundance doesn't always have to be money, even though it says prosperity, money coming. It doesn't have to be monetary. It could be in your emotions, abundance and happiness, abundance and joy and love as well. Okay. So luck is on your side. That day is a good day to work on whatever issues that you may have. Now, you can only do your part. So if with your mother, you can only do your part to make the situation better. You can't make somebody else do something that they don't want to do. You just do your part. If it's your child, you can't make your child do something that they don't want to do. You just have to do your part. But that day would be a good day to stop this from happening, so this could happen. And this came right in the middle. So we need to break away from this abuse and this trauma and this all this negative energy, because that Saturday is a lot of negative energy. It's time to break it. That's why it has the vacation. And then so that we can come to this on that day. So let me pull a couple of cards here to see what else we're going to get. Okay. So the first card is the Ace of Cups coming out in the end about the overflowing of emotions. This is an emotional thing, an emotional time. So if you're having issues with your child, if you're having issues with your parent, okay, these emotions is boiling over right now, okay, because it's time to put those things to an end. And then we have the Moon card. Now, how I say the Moon and the Sun card, the Moon card is the deception of the things that we don't see. It's also the things that we think is true that is not true. So if you believe this, if somebody, not if you, if somebody believes that the way that they act is the way it is supposed to be, that's the deception in that. That's the darkness that you're living in, that moon. Okay, we want that moon to turn into the sun. So here we have the emotions are overflowing because of the dark side. The people are living in their shadow self. They're not trying to live with the light. All right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's that prosperity that comes out as well, because this is earthly things, the abundance here with this Queen of Pentacles coming out. So like I said, even though it's the earthly thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be the way the happiness and the joy that you have here on earth, because this is just earthly things. And then here we have the Five of Swords. This the discord that's between two people or between the family. Okay, it could be generations, grandmother, mother, daughter, grandmother, daughter, son, whoever. It could be, it doesn't have to be a daughter, it's just a mother relationship. Okay, so this is the strife that's between people. Okay, and then here with this card, it's like somebody feels like, okay, I've done this and I've done that, and it's like somebody's always ready to strike. at any point in time. They're always ready for the fight. Even when you walk away, this person's still ready to fight. They still got some words for you all the time. That's that abusive trauma bond, no love, mental and physical abuse that this person is willing to do anytime they're ready. Okay. And it's time to stop it, is what it's saying. Mhm. Okay, so the Four of Wands here. This speaks about the foundation in the happy family. Okay, so with the overflowing of emotions here. Now, these emotions can overflow in a good way or a bad way. So it could be joy or it could be sadness. Okay, but what's established in this family dynamic is sadness because we already see the trauma bonding there, no love, mental and physical abuse. So that's the foundation that you have in this family. You don't want that. You want it to turn that foundation to be in your family overflowing with happy emotions, not overflowing with hate and no love and sadness and depression and grief. You don't want that. You want that foundation to be turned into something else. So here with the moon, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups represents a joyful time. So we need to come out of this darkness that we have, this deception that we're living in, and this darkness that we're living in, to find the joy and happiness. Because see, she's releasing all of her emotions here to find her joy. So that what needs to happen with this moon. We need to turn this not hide the moon, but turn this moon into the sun and release our emotions and tell this person how we feel, whether it's your mother or your child. Release your emotions so that you can have the happiness that you need to have in your life, and not to live in this darkness of this moon, not to live in the shadow of somebody else's anger and somebody else's trauma. Okay, so we have to release those emotions so that we can get out of that moon energy. And here we have the star. Okay, that's the healing that needs to happen. Heal your emotions here with that Queen of Pentacles so that you can have all of the abundance of love and happiness and joy, even if it's causing you just to separate yourself from this person. Because, like I said, only thing that you can do is your part. So, with that being said, healing needs to be done so that you can have all of the abundance here on earth, as we see right here with this card. And that comes after you break away, after the break away from the abuse and the trauma. So we have that. So the final card here is what, like I said, that strife. Somebody is always ready to, they're ready every time you look around. They're ready to argue. They're ready to fight. They're ready to say something negative. Always. Okay. With that, we have the justice. The justice is going to give you the justice from your action. So whatever your action is, you're going to get the just due of that. So if you always like this, you're going to keep getting what comes from that, the justice from that. It's going to come the same. So if you take this away, you're going to get the justice in that. So with that being said, if you take away this, walk away. See how these people are walking away from this person, always ready to, got something to say and ready to jump anytime. You see how they walk away? They're walking away to get their justice because they're taking the vacation. I'm not dealing with this. We need to stop this and we need to end this. So with that being said, so that your family, you, okay, can get the justice that you need. So that is what we're going to have for that one. So like I said, September 10th, you need to watch out for anything that's brewing with your business, okay, or your health. Same thing on the 19th. It's more health related on the 19th, but on the 10th, it's more could be health, but it's something that's not there yet. On the 19th, it's something that you already know is there. You need, like with others, and you need to be aware of it within yourself, or speak up against it, or speak on somebody else's behalf. On the 28th, it's the time to work with your motherly relationships, okay, so that you can not have to live in somebody else's shadow of their trauma, the shadow of their anger. So That's for September. Like I said, this is going to be the 9 we're working with this month. So if you're in the age and it 30, like I said, 36, 63, whatever your age is, the 9, you could be in the energy on these 9 days. You could have that thing going on as well. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and share the video, and thank you for joining me today. Thank you.